The mine mates were a group of brave adventurers who had come together to explore a mysterious cave. With no knowledge of what lay within, they set off on their journey with high hopes and a burning curiosity. Little did they know what was in store for them as they ventured deeper and deeper into the unknown. After introducing himself to the miners, I was welcomed into the group with open arms. I was surprised to find out that the miners were a diverse group, coming from all walks of life. Despite their differences, they had formed a strong bond and were determined to find a way out of the cave. They shared stories of their adventures and their fears, and I felt a strong sense of camaraderie. I was amazed at how different each of their stories were, yet how similar their experiences were. It was clear that they had all been through a lot and were determined to find a way out of the cave together. The mine mates stepped into the unexplored section of the cave, their eyes wide with wonder. A strange and unfamiliar world lay before them, filled with strange and exotic creatures. With a newfound sense of courage, they ventured forth, ready to take on whatever dangers and surprises lay ahead. After entering this strange new world, the adventurers soon encountered the creatures that inhabited it. As they cautiously approached, they noticed a variety of creatures, some of which they had never seen before. The creatures were friendly and welcomed them with open arms. They spoke a language the adventurers had never heard before, but they were able to understand each other. The creatures showed them around the land, introducing them to the different cultures and customs. The adventurers were amazed by the diversity of the creatures that lived in this world, and were eager to learn more about them. After a brief respite, our heroes set off on their perilous journey. They encountered a myriad of obstacles along the way, from wild beasts and treacherous terrain to the raging storms and fierce winds. The journey tested their courage and resilience, as they faced many dangers and hardships. Despite the odds, they persevered and eventually reached the final destination. There, they faced their greatest challenge yet, a powerful enemy that threatened to put an end to their quest. The final challenge was daunting. After days of traversing the unknown lands, our heroes faced a powerful enemy. This enemy was determined to stop them from completing their mission. Our heroes had to use all their courage and strength to fight this enemy and prove their worth and strength. With the help of their newfound allies, they were able to defeat the enemy and complete the final challenge. Their victory was hard-won, but it was worth it in the end. The journey had been long and difficult, but with the final challenge overcome, the adventurers were triumphant. They had conquered the strange new world and made it their own. As the sun set on their adventure, the group looked back on their experience with a sense of pride and accomplishment. They had faced danger and adversity and emerged victorious. The adventure had come to an end, but the memories would last a lifetime. Having met the mine mates, our group decided to explore the cave. We gathered our supplies and began to make our way down the winding tunnel. The darkness was intense, and the air was thick with the smell of damp rock. As we continued, the tunnel split off into several paths, each one leading to a different area of the cave. Our group moved cautiously, taking note of the strange shapes and formations that lined the walls. We soon reached a large chamber, where we stopped to take in the beauty of the stalactites and stalagmites that glistened in the light of our torches. After a few moments, we continued on, determined to find the map that would lead us to the treasure. After exploring the cave, the adventurers set out to find the map that would lead them to the lost treasure. They searched high and low, but it seemed that the map had been lost long ago. After hours of searching, they finally stumbled upon a small chest tucked away in a corner. Inside, they found the map they had been looking for. With the map in hand, they could now plan their journey to the lost treasure. With the map in their hands, the adventurers finally had the tools they needed to make their plan come to life. They gathered around the map and discussed the best way to traverse the cave and find the hidden treasure. After some debate, they decided to split up into two teams. One team would take the left path, while the other team would take the right path. This way, they could cover more ground and have a better chance of finding the treasure. With their plan in place, the adventurers set off into the cave, eager to find the hidden treasure. The mine mates descended into the cave, gripping their torches tightly and determined to find the lost treasure. They had a map that would lead them to the treasure, and they were ready to take on whatever lay ahead. With their plan in place, they ventured deeper into the darkness, their courage and determination unwavering. As I continued to descend the cave, I noticed a strange object tucked away in the corner. On closer inspection, it appeared to be an old map. As I touched it, the map began to glow and the walls of the cave began to shift. Suddenly, the map had come to life and the walls of the cave had become a giant maze. I knew I had to find my way through the maze in order to find a way out. Having descended the cave, the adventurers found themselves in a large, dark maze. With no visible way out, they had to rely on the map they had found earlier. As they followed the map, they noticed that the walls of the maze were starting to glow with symbols that matched the ones on the map. It seemed as if the map was coming to life and guiding them through the maze. With each step, they felt a bit more confident that they were moving in the right direction. As they continued to navigate the maze, they were prepared for anything that might come their way. As I navigated the maze, I heard a strange noise coming from around the corner. I cautiously crept forward, and to my surprise, I was met with a giant slumbering dragon. I was filled with a mixture of fear and awe as I stared into its large, yellow eyes. I quickly backed away, my heart pounding as I realized that I must find another route if I wanted to continue my journey. After a brief but intense struggle, the unexpected encounter was resolved. With the path ahead now clear, the adventurers continued their journey, discovering a new path that led them to an unexplored section of the cave. This new path was filled with dangers and surprises, but the adventurers were ready for the challenge. With courage and determination, they forged ahead, and soon found themselves on the cusp of a new and exciting adventure.
If you enjoyed this video, Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.